2025 has officially become the tipping point for SAP S4 HANA migrations. For years, companies hesitated, unsure about the cost, risks, and complexity of moving away from their ECC systems. But now, with the 2027 end of maintenance deadline for ECC fast approaching, businesses are finally making their move. And it's not just about avoiding the deadline. S/4 HANA brings real advantages, real-time analytics for faster decisions, simplified data models that cut system complexity, cloud deployment options for agility and scalability, and integration with AI and automation tools through SAP BTP. But here's the thing, 2025 isn't just about migrating, it's about migrating smart. Companies are no longer doing lift and shift migrations without rethinking their processes. Instead, they're adopting clean core principles to keep systems lean and future-proof. This means huge demand for skilled consultants who understand both the technical migration and the business transformation side of the move. If you're in SAP, the migration wave could be your biggest career opportunity yet. Stick around, because in the next part, we'll break down the biggest mistakes companies make during S4 HANA migrations and how you can avoid them. Part 2. Biggest mistakes companies make in S4 HANA migrations. While the migration to S4 HANA can unlock massive benefits, many companies make costly mistakes that slow them down, or worse, cause their projects to fail entirely. Here are the top mistakes I see in 2025. Treating it as a technical upgrade. Only too many companies think this is just a system swap. In reality, S/4 HANA is a chance to redesign processes, eliminate custom code, and embrace automation. If you ignore the business transformation aspect, you're leaving value on the table. Skipping the readiness check. A proper readiness assessment identifies customizations, data quality issues, and process gaps. Skipping this step often leads to mid-project surprises that blow up timelines and budgets. Poor data cleansing. Migrating bad data into a modern system is like moving junk into a new house. In 2025, clean data is non-negotiable, especially with AI tools depending on high-quality information. Over-customization in S/4 HANA. The clean core principle exists for a reason. Too many customizations make upgrades harder and increase total cost of ownership. Underestimating change management. Even the best system fails if your users aren't ready. Skipping proper training, communication, and stakeholder engagement is a recipe for failure. If you're a consultant, learning how to spot and prevent these mistakes can make you an invaluable partner for any migration project. In the next part, we'll explore the different migration paths: Greenfield, Brownfield, and selective data transition, and which one makes the most sense in 2025. Part 3. Greenfield, Brownfield, and selective data transition. Which path should you take? When moving to S4 HANA, one of the biggest decisions is which migration path to choose. In 2025, the three main approaches are Greenfield, new implementation. This means starting from scratch, designing brand new processes, setting up a clean system, and migrating only the necessary data. It's perfect for companies with outdated, heavily customized systems or those wanting a complete transformation. Pros: modern processes, clean data, no legacy baggage. Cons: higher initial effort, longer change management process. Brownfield system conversion. Here you take your existing ECC system and convert it directly to S/4HANA, keeping most of your customizations and historical data. Pros: faster migration, less disruption for users. Cons: risk of carrying over old problems, less opportunity for process redesign. Selective data transition, hybrid. This is the middle ground. You migrate specific company codes, data ranges, or modules while redesigning certain processes. Pros: flexibility, targeted transformation, faster than Greenfield. Cons: more complex planning and execution. Key tip for 2025. With AI tools and process automation becoming standard, companies that take the time to redesign their processes during migration will have a competitive edge. Even brownfield projects should include some level of business process reengineering. In the next part, we'll dive into the key success factors that make S/4HANA migration projects run smoothly, so you can avoid delays and budget overruns. Part 4: Key Success Factors for a Smooth S/4HANA Migration. Migrating to S/4HANA in 2025 is not just about technology, it's about people, processes, and preparation. Companies that succeed tend to focus on these 5 critical success factors. Executive sponsorship and clear vision leadership must fully support the project, define a clear business case, and communicate the transformation goals to the entire organization. Without this, migration can easily stall. Accurate and clean data. Dirty data will create huge problems in S/4HANA. Before migration, companies should invest time in cleansing master data, harmonizing codes, and removing obsolete records. Strong project governance. A dedicated project management office, PMO, ensures timelines are met, risks are tracked, and scope creep is avoided. This is especially important in global rollouts. Skilled and aligned teams, business users, IT staff, and external consultants must work as one team. In 2025, many companies are also training their teams on AI-powered analytics to make the most of S/4HANA. Thorough testing and change management, user acceptance testing, integration testing, and cutover rehearsals are essential. Equally important is preparing employees for the change with proper training and support. Pro tip for 2025. Companies that combine modernization with innovation, for example, embedding AI into supply chain or finance processes, tend to see the fastest return on investment after migration. In the next part, we'll look at the biggest mistakes companies make during S/4HANA migration and how you can avoid them. Part 5: Biggest Mistakes to Avoid in S/4HANA Migration. Even with the best intentions, many companies make costly mistakes during S/4HANA migration. In 2025, the most common ones are underestimating the complexity. Thinking migration is a simple technical upgrade is a big trap. S/4 HANA requires process redesign, data transformation, and often a complete shift in the way the business operates. Poor data preparation. Skipping the data cleansing step results in performance issues, reporting errors, and frustrated users after go-live. Not involving end users. Early. When employees are only trained at the very end, adoption suffers. They should be involved in design workshops, testing, and pilot runs from the start. Ignoring change management. Technical migration without cultural change will fail. Employees need to understand why the change is happening and how it will benefit them. Rushing the testing phase. Cutting corners in testing may speed up the timeline temporarily, but it will cost much more in post-go-live fixes and downtime. Pro tip for 2025. Treat S/4HANA migration as both an IT project and a business transformation. The companies that succeed are those that manage both aspects equally well. In our final part, we'll cover how to measure success and maximize the value of your S4 HANA investment. Part 6. Measuring Success and Maximizing ROI. The S4 HANA migration is not truly complete at Go Live. It's complete when your organization starts seeing real, measurable value. Here's how to ensure your investment pays off. Define clear success metrics. Don't settle for "it's working." Set measurable KP such as faster month-end closing, reduced inventory levels, or improved order fulfillment speed. Leverage advanced S4 HANA capabilities. Many companies only use S4 HANA as a basic ERP, missing out on innovations like embedded analytics, AI-powered insights, and Fiori apps that improve user experience. Continuous optimization post-go live. Run quarterly review sessions to identify bottlenecks and introduce improvements. Your S/4 HANA environment should evolve with your business. User feedback loops. Encourage end users to share what works and what doesn't. This feedback is essential for system tweaks and process enhancements. Calculate ROI. Periodically compare the total cost of migration with measurable business gains, cost savings, efficiency improvements, and revenue growth. This keeps leadership engaged and ensures continued support for further enhancements. Final note: S/4 HANA migration is not just about getting the system live. It's about transforming your business to operate faster, smarter, and more competitively in the digital era.